Yo, what's up? Dope to see you again. And in this video, we're going to be getting into Carlos Alcaraz versus McDonald in the 2022 Western and Southern Open. So if you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Chase Arevalo, and I coached at IMG Academy. I played Division I tennis, and I was mentored by Rick Macy when I was a director at his academy. So yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm pumped to make this video. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. Big split step for Mackenzie. Notice, he went cross court here, but notice what would have happened if he went deep cross. If he went deep cross, Mackenzie would have been able to react and get that ball back. So he said, I'm gonna go cross, but I gotta go short on this one. I gotta absorb the pace and do a drop volley. That's very high level. Notice his out wide serve broke the sideline here within the service box. So even though it was still kind of here in the corner, it broke the sideline out more this way. Now, Alcaraz should go down the line here and come in. Yep. So if you're McDonald here, your job, because you gave him such a short, easy ball that he can basically hit a winner wherever he wants. So if you're McDonald, what I would recommend is basically selling to your opponent that like you're going to commit to one side and try to fake them out, and then you sprint to the other side. So if you're going to kind of stay over here like that, right when he starts to commit to going for the ball, you need to sprint to the other side. Or start sprinting to the other side and then kind of do the reverse. But here, because it's so short, your opponent 9 times out of 10 is going to go down the line. So the only thing he really can do is anticipate, guess and go, pick a side. He just picked that he was going to go cross. So not much you can do there, but he could try to anticipate and guess and go a little earlier. So here he's going closed stance, he's on the run, he goes down the line. He can make that, but like, what are you getting out of that? Like, what's the goal with that shot? Is it to put Carlos on the run on his forehand side? I feel like Alcaraz would just rip it cross and burn him there. So unless he hits a really aggressive shot there, it's gonna be very difficult. Let's see like how short the ball was that he got. I mean, I guess it wasn't that deep, but yeah, his positioning just wasn't that great. He was forced into a closed stance on the run. It's a difficult shot there. Big serve. Notice how it went. The ball path was this way. Over the net this way. Boom. Traveled over the right side of the net before hitting that spot down the tee. Can I hit a winner cross court? If yes, go cross. If not, go line. He could probably hit a winner cross here if you really hit it big. Oh, goes line. Not a bad decision.
If you want one of these, 2 of these, all 3 of them, you gotta make. If you want one of these, 2 of.
Notice one thing McDonald does really well is he tucks his left arm where his wristband will be right around where his belly button is. And it will be right above where his belly button is set. See how he's tucking? Look, his wristband right here is going to tuck right below his rib cage and above his belly button.
All 3 of them, you gotta make some noise.
He tucks and then continues to rotate. That helps his body and his upper body and his trunk decelerate. So when you apply that and when you tuck, it stops your trunk from rotating and it speeds up the racket in your arm. So you'll have a little bit more power and pop on your serve. So if you're not applying that, check your footage, see if you tuck, and you can experiment with how aggressively you tuck with your left arm, with your off arm. He's got every option on the menu. Solid anticipation from Mackenzie McDonald there. He's anticipating he's going to go line there. It's a good decision from Mackenzie. Alcaraz just did a good job waiting there, waiting for him to commit. So notice when he executes his flat serve, it bounces one time and then hits the fence in the middle there, right? Hits the back wall in the middle. So when you're training your flat serves, pay attention. How many bounces does it take to hit the fence? And you should get it to being one bounce. It bounces in the court, in the box, and then hits the fence. But then you can also kind of train and see how high up on the fence does it bounce, right? And then kind of work your way up there. And that can be one other objective kind of thing that you can focus on when you're trying to hit bigger flat serves. It can be a target that you train. Down the line. So notice, very similar scenario to before, that last time. If in doubt, go down the line, follow it in. Oh, wow. Solid. Notice how his shoulders are level. Mackenzie McDonald's shoulders are level here. See, his shoulders are still level. So as he rotates, as he turns on his backhand, he doesn't tilt his shoulders. He stays level and rotates. Again, same thing. Again, on his forehand, even though he's on the run, he stays balanced. His spine is straight. So see, when I'm on the run, do I get off balance? And am I tilted over? Are my shoulders not level? Or do I keep good posture? Make sure your coaches are paying attention to your posture when you're on the move. They should be correcting that.
This summer, with Bunch of Balloons, get ready to be your own backyard hero. Fill and tie 100 balloons.
Let's continue. Great split step from Alcaraz. So sometimes in this position here, one of the best options here you could go down the line, you could try to go across and pass him. If you're playing someone who's a good player at the net and they have good hands, what you can do is they're probably expecting you to go cross or line. So one way to kind of throw them off is literally rip it as hard as you can right at their chest here. It's a totally legitimate shot. And sometimes you can kind of catch them off guard with their spacing. So I would recommend utilizing that in a similar scenario. So he approaches cross court backhand. Let's see if he gets burned here. So just pay attention. Even though Alcaraz says like whatever there, it's like, dude, look at objectively what Mackenzie McDonald messed up on there. It's very simple. When you're analyzing whether you're going to come in, can I hit a winner? It's very simple. I want to approach on this ball. Should I go cross or should I go line? Can I hit a winner cross court? Here, he doesn't go aggressive enough that he can hit a winner cross court. He just tries to approach on a normal backhand cross. There's a reason why he got burned there. He could have gotten burned cross. He could have gotten burned line. It's just not the right strategy there, right? So when you're playing, just realize, look, these guys are even messing up some of the strategy stuff at the pro level, right? I mean, look, the matches are long. No one's perfect. Everyone messes up in tennis. But just pay attention. If you stick to a disciplined strategy, you can eliminate some of these careless errors. And you can even see at the highest level, these guys sometimes still don't follow it, right? And he got burned because of it. So think about if this applies at this level, think about what this can do for you in your situation when you're playing against 5 UTR, 6 UTR, 7 UTR, 8 UTR, 9 UTR, 10, 11, 12, whatever, right? It can help you tremendously, guys. So pay attention. Notice on the run, every single time they're going open stance. Wow, this is crazy. So this is a good serve plus one combo example. So big serve out wide, good serve, not the best serve in history, but amazing, like pretty solid. Gets a short ball, not enough time to run around it, so he's going to hit a backhand. That makes sense. Now, he gets a short ball, he wants to approach on it. Am I going to go cross or am I going to go line? He can probably go for a winner cross court. So let's see. So even though he didn't hit a winner, he hit a damaging enough shot that he basically got the same result, right? He forced his opponent to make an error. So he went for the right shot there. Let's see what would have happened if he went down the line. Yeah, so it makes sense. It makes sense why he went cross there. But notice how he had the intention to go big there, right? He wasn't just tentative, like that kind of earlier shot from Mackenzie McDonald when he approached on the backhand cross, right? That's the difference between approaching on just like a neutral ball backhand cross and being really, really aggressive with it. Here, Alcaraz has a lot of different options. If he wanted to, he could totally play a drop shot. If he wanted to. Let's see what he does. Where do you think he's going to go? Do you think he's going inside out, inside in, or do you think he's going to go? Down the line, follow it in. Cross. Cross. That's a huge shot. That's insane. Notice again, he went line there on the backhand volley. That was a really good shot. He went aggressive enough though. That was big. Notice here. Like he could hit the ball cross, but like he makes the decision to go line. So when you're in that same scenario, you approach, you come in general, you're probably going to want to go line on that next volley. In general. So after that serve +1, Mackenzie goes down the line and he really recovers very off center. Alcaraz notices that, rips line, gets him really stretched on the run. And there, if you're Mackenzie McDonald, it's like going down the line is way higher risk. So the error is not that he missed the shot. The error is that he didn't miss the ball over here. He should have missed that shot here. If he missed that ball over here as a coach, it's like, good job. Like, you tried the right shot, just execution, and nobody's perfect, right? You might mess up on execution, but the decision to go on the run, forehand down the line, when you're not even trying to really finish the point or do anything with the ball, I'm not convinced that's the right decision there. Big split, gets his weight on his left foot. He pivots the left foot to the left side, pushes off the left, makes contact, lands on the right, gets his weight going forward. He's actually leaning forward a little bit here. Now let's see where he approached. So his error there is what I coach my players on to do is second serve returns. I love when they return and come into net. However, I differentiate returning on first serves versus second serve. So as a general rule, on first serve returns, you want to go deep middle to their feet. However, on second serve returns, I want you to go big, return, come into net, but you want to pick a corner. Go to the corner and come in, right? So his error is that he's going body, which the reason why that's not going to be as effective is it's going to make it so your opponent doesn't have to spend time running for the ball, which means they're going to be able to make contact very fast, very quick, and the ball's going to be coming back at you. And because of the angle of your approaching here, coming into the middle, your opponent has so much space to pass you. So basically, if you're going to approach, you should really be approaching down the line in general here. So I would recommend this target, but basically the error is mainly giving him the opportunity to play the shot before you can even really come in. So lesson there is second serve return. When you return and come in, pick a corner and go for it. I'd rather him miss the return, but miss it to a corner there. Either a little wide, a little bit long, whatever, right? Try to take a little bit more risk on that return instead of just going right to their body. That could still work if you go big to their feet and they just kind of are forced to pop it up. But if they can prepare, get their feet set up, you're going to get burned more often than not. Yep, standard approach shot, he goes line. More often than not, he's going to go line. Wow. One interesting thing that I was just thinking about, seeing Alcaraz just ripping the balls down the line, just being super confident, changing direction, is something that when I was a director at the Rick Macy Academy, working with Rick, there was this one really young athlete who very talented, one of the best female players in the world, I believe at the 12 and unders. And this girl, she would change direction so frequently. But what he was mentioning to me was that that's actually a good thing, like from developmental standpoint, like that early. And he wasn't kind of overcorrecting like the patience in the cross court rally, because for most players, right, who need to learn how to be patient cross court, need to build those kind of that discipline, and they haven't proven that they're really competent at that. It makes sense to kind of focus on that. But with this particular athlete, because she's very talented, she's already kind of mastered that component. When she's playing points, he was mentioning to me how like with athletes like this, you actually don't want to overcorrect them with like their cross court kind of patterns. And it's actually a good thing that they're really pulling the trigger, and you want to build that and kind of reinforce that with those athletes who are kind of really talented in that position. So yeah, just something that I kind of thought about there is kind of interesting lesson there from my experience there on court with Rick Macy in Boca Raton. But yeah, guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day today. Make those sacrifices that you know you need to make to hit your goals. And yeah, if you got any value out of this video, like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, I highly recommend following me on Instagram if you want to see some more like behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, follow along. We got a lot of dope content in store for you guys. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.